नित्यानन्देश्वरसमारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Srimahans, Mahans, Kotaris, Tanedars, sitting with us all over the world through Nityananda TV, Sadhana TV, and two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha. Cities sitting with us in two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha. Nityananda Nagara Biddi, Nityananda Nagar Thiruvannamalai, Nityananda Nagaramu Hyderabad, Nityananda Nagar Rajapalayam, Toronto Kailasam, Kulim Tiruttani, Houston Kalahasti, Oklahoma Somanatham, Brahmasugi Gurukul Kids, Bangalore, San Jose Madurai, Washington DC Sripuram, Toronto Kailasam, Ohio Prayag, Oklahoma Somanatham, San Jose Madurai, Nityananda University Los Angeles, Seattle Chidambaram, Charlotte Srisailam, Gajang Malaysia, Penang Tirupparangundram, Pidadishwari's Training Center, Salem, Australia, Wendy Scott, Australia, New York, Varanasi, Jorpatti, Nepal, Santiago, Tiruvalavai, Mill Valley, Vairavan Goyil, Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, London, Kashi, Hyderabad, Gupta Kashi, Phillip Island, Australia, Guadalupe, Rameshwaram, Hong Kong, Sirgari, Port Washington, New York, and New York, Varanasi, Nityananda University, Los Angeles, and Nityananda University, Paris. Yes, I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. Today I will expand on living Advaita from Anandavana. Just now we all went and had Kalabhairava Darshan and back from Kalabhairava temple. This temple is the Moola Bhairava temple, means the first Kalabhairava temple. When Kalabhairava happened to teach a lesson to Brahma and remove the Brahma's ego, and he cut the head of the Brahma, fifth head, and the skull got stuck in his hand. So he comes to Annapurani. Annapurani puts so much food, and the skull was satisfied, and it gets detached from the hand of Mahadeva. So Kalabhairava sits in Varanasi and blesses the whole world. This is the Moola Bhairava temple. And then from here the tradition of worshipping Kalabhairava has spread all over the world. Nityam Advitiyam. In the Kalabhairava Ashtakam there is a beautiful word. Always in the space of Advaita. Nityam Advitiyam Ishta Daivatam Niranjanam. Eternally established in the Advaita. Today I will expand on living Advaita, the Nityadvaita. Please understand, it is very unfortunate. We believe the spiritual experience can happen on its own. Please understand, spiritual experience can happen on its own. Like Ramana Maharshi says, if you stop disturbing it, you go on disturbing, but you expect the spiritual experience to happen on its own. All our spiritual practice is just stopping the experience. Listen. Stopping the stopping of the experience. Stopping the self-abusal we do to ourselves. Losing of the spiritual experience we do to ourselves. I was just contemplating when I heard that stotra in Kalbhairava temple, Nityam Advitiyam. How the Advaita becomes Nitya, eternally existing truth. Please understand. If you look in, you will understand. Even while you are coming across with your so-called fears, powerlessness, right, wrong, good, bad, even during all those so-called struggles, if you look in, you will have that strong faith. You exist, you are going to exist forever. That is why all the strategies you make as if you are going to be here forever. Owning the land itself. The concept of owning a land or a property or some assets, wealth, arises from the strong belief that you are going to exist forever. Please understand. Step by step, if you internalize what I am saying, you will get the exact truth. There is part of you which is consciousness constantly making you feel the qualities of consciousness as your own. Unfortunately, there is a part of you which does not have the qualities of consciousness completely. Means your infrastructure. Please understand. Because you are living in your house should not start feeling. It is independent intelligence. But if your house starts behaving as if it is independent intelligent, it is wrong cognition. Same way, because consciousness is residing in this body, if your body starts behaving itself as an independent intelligence, then wrong cognition. Body is intelligent as long as the consciousness resides in it, as long as it supports the expression of consciousness through it. There is a beautiful story. Some Indian village festival, they were taking the temple deity on a donkey for procession. In North Indian villages, the habit is there. In South, they carry the deities on the bulls, to be precise, bullocks. In North, there is a habit in villages, still on the donkeys they carry. Because the North Utsav Murtis are very light, smaller and very lightweight. In South, Utsav Murtis are heavy. The procession deities are very heavy in South. In North, still the habit is there in the villages during the festival time. They will carry it on the donkey, sometime on the horse. There are some places on elephant. So whatever animals they have in that region, they carry. One day, the temple procession was going on. On the donkey, the deity was kept and it was taken around, and everyone in the village was offering flowers, showing arti, incense, worshipping the donkey. Suddenly donkey thought, oh, I think from yesterday I became enlightened. Otherwise, why the whole village is worshipping me? In the first street, he thought, what happened to these guys? Usually they only beat me and drive me out. Sometimes the kids put crackers in my tail. And today these fellows are all worshipping me. Second street, again he saw the worshipping. He became a little egoistic. Third street, he has gone crazy. When he was walking in the fourth street, he thought, I think I became enlightened 2 days before. I myself did not know because of my SDHD. That is why people are worshipping me. The moment he came to that conclusion, he decided, why should I carry this statue on me? He just shook and dropped the deity. Then you know what would have happened? He had his real puja from the whole village. Understand, the donkey is worshipped as long as it carries the deity. Your body is great as long as it remembers, it carries the super consciousness, and it strategizes itself as the infrastructure for expressing the super consciousness, not as the impediment to your super consciousness. The body and mind should be a beautiful tool for you to express the glory of consciousness. Temperamental mind and temperatured body tampers the conscious expression. Please understand. Temperamental mind and the temperature increased in the body due to the temperamental mind constantly tampers the expression of your consciousness. Be powerful, but not temperamental. Be powerful, but not temperamental. Take spontaneous decision, but not temperamental. Understand there is a difference between spontaneous decisions and temperamental decisions. Let your decisions be spontaneous. Let your decisions be strong. Let your decisions be powerful. Let your decisions be intelligent. I'll give you the example of spontaneous and temperamental decisions. Spontaneous decisions are from the cognition, your consciousness. Temperamental decisions are from the inability to handle the situation. When your body starts thinking it is eternal due to the existence of consciousness, you behave stupid way. When your consciousness gives you the feeling You are eternal. When your consciousness gives you the feeling that you are ever existing, remember, in that context, the you is not body and mind. You is you. You is you, not yours. Don't mistake yours as you. Yours is not you. You is inclusive of yours. Yours is not you. You is inclusive of yours. All yours put together and something more is you. But all yours cannot equate you. You is you. It is very unfortunate if you think yours is you. Your body, mind, everything is part of you. All that inclusively is you, but that does not mean your body and mind is you. When you strategize, the confidence given to you that you are going to exist eternally, that confidence comes from the context of you are the consciousness. But if you take that confidence and separate from that context, and from the context you are the body and mind start using, you become worst strategist about your own life. You end up like donkey through the statue, donkey through the deity. Most unfortunate thing is yours becoming enemy of you. It is like you give birth to your kid, bring up the kid thinking he is going to be a support for your life. Suddenly after he grows up, he becomes your first enemy. That is exactly the stupidity we will be committing if we start behaving. Our body and mind is consciousness, because please understand, if your body and mind starts using the confidence of the consciousness, it's like children using the influence of the parents without becoming responsible like parents. That is why all these rich family kids are always spoiled brat. Because they get the power and access of the consciousness. They get the power, access to the powers and wealth of the father, but don't become responsible like father. You get, if your body and mind behaves that is eternal, or it strategizes thinking it is eternal, it will end up where the spoiled brats end. Understand? The confidence which constantly oozes in you that you are eternal should be cherished, encouraged, enjoyed. From the context you are consciousness. When you encourage and strengthen and enrich the context that you are consciousness, the Nityam Advitiyam, that eternal Advaita becomes lifestyle in you. Even your body and mind starts falling in tune with it.